fairly neutral or even in some ways popular position as to how I feel about the immigration deportation situation. And I'm just looking at these LA riots and I'm thinking, like, yes, you're going to have some people that voted for Trump who are going to be on the side of the rioters because the Democrats would pull at your heartstrings, right? They're going to be like, Mama and Papa and their kid, you know, like Mama and Papa came here illegally, but their kid's got like a really good GPA. It's going to go to college, was accepted by Harvard, blah, blah, blah. Now we're going to deport the parents. Okay. Let me just go over this with you. We have criminals who are here who are illegal. That's number one. Okay. They're illegal immigrants who have committed crimes. And I'm not just talking about crossing the border because yes, that's a crime. That's illegal. You're not supposed to do that. But let's just leave that out of there. We're talking about people that have like robbed people, raped people, hurt children, murderers, all of these people, drug dealers, people that are working with the cartels, human traffickers. I could go on. These are those types of criminals. And those criminals have no regard whatsoever for human life. And I especially don't give a shit that they're living in America because they are taking advantage of our welfare system. So they're getting money, EBT cards, help with living expenses, all of those things, not paying taxes, and probably getting paid under the table, doing whatever. And then we got people that are here within the last few years because of Biden, and we don't know who they are. Nobody was vetted. You remember how they made sure that we were vaccinated and we had IDs if we were going to travel anywhere? Not these people, not wherever they came from. Who knows? They didn't even need an ID to fly around. The Biden administration would just hook them up with, I don't know, those little papers that are like, don't check my ID. Nobody knows who I am, but who cares? That happened over and over and over the last 4 years. So they're saying like we had 10 immigrants, or that we had 10 million immigrants, oh no, 12 million immigrants. But I think the number, because of all the gotaways and the fact that the Biden administration was never, ever truthful to any degree when it came to talking to us about anything, number's probably more like 20 million. I think that is what we're looking at. And as I was trying to say before, so you've got your two categories. You got one is the criminals that are here that need to be deported. Two are the people that just got here, came here because of Biden's invitation. Come to America. We'll pay for everything. And then Kamala, like, do not come. Do not come. Oh, yeah. Okay. That'll work. So all those people, I think we could deport them because they haven't been here that long. However, there's a third group, and this is what the Democrats are going to try to tear your heart out with. Understandably, actually. It's the people that I want left alone, that I don't want to see deported. Our mama and papa who came here illegally looking for better opportunity to raise their family. They're good people. They have a job even though they're illegal. They pay taxes and they're just trying to raise their child in a safer environment and give them the opportunities that they never had. I don't want to see mama and papa deported. I don't want to see the people who are trying to assimilate and put in the effort to become American. I don't want to see them be deported. And they're going to get caught up in this because what ICE was trying to do in LA was they were trying to get the criminals. They knew that there were criminals in certain workplaces and areas that are part of the cartel. They're human traffickers. They are gang members. So the ICE people were there to get them. Because the sanctuary cities aren't going to do anything. They're certainly not going to keep them in jail. Who cares what they've done? You know, they are part of the census and they need that criminal because they need those seats, those congressional seats. So the House of Representatives is full of Democrats. That's what they're doing. They're using each and every one of these illegal immigrants for that purpose. It's sick. It's sick what they're doing. And they are going to tell you, no, they're not coming after the criminals. They're coming after mama and papa who have the daughter, but they're illegal and they're going to get deported. I really hope the majority of the people that are deported are not in category 3. I want to see those people have some way to become citizens. They've been here a long time. They've been good Americans. They deserve a chance to go through the test and to become naturalized. It's ridiculous how long we make them wait. I was on my social media and found there was a person that I was following who just said he became a naturalized citizen after 20 years of trying. The system is so broken. Democrats told us the only way that we could do something about the illegal immigration and the border crossings was if we did immigration reform. Well, isn't it amazing how once Trump got into office, the border is 95% closed and hardly anybody's crossing it now? Democrats are full of shit. They really are. Not just them, but the media. I mean, basically everything that you hear coming out of a Democrat's mouth, think the opposite, because that is what's true. What they're saying is just lies, complete lies, saying the protests are peaceful with burning cars in the background and people throwing concrete blocks that they've broken off the sidewalks at cars, at passing vehicles, not just ICE. They were throwing them off the LA overpass at random cars. I saw it. I saw it watching some of these live protest streams. So yeah, Trump had to call in the big guys. And you know what really sucks? What really sucks is that the good people, the people that want to become naturalized citizens, the people that have assimilated, are going to get caught up in this, because the ICE agents are going to have to do more raids, and the people that are here illegally, that have been here for years, mama and papa, they're going to get caught up in this. Because when ICE is going door to door to door, because the sanctuary cities, the mayors, the governor won't cooperate, then if they do go door to door, they're going to find mama and papa and they're going to deport them when they would have left them alone otherwise. If there hadn't been any riots and they had just let ICE do their job and pick up the criminals, that wouldn't happen. And I know Democrats are sick. They are hoping that ICE screws up and starts breaking up families. That's what they're hoping for. So they can use those sad stories to pull at your heartstrings and tell you most of the people who are being affected by this are people just like that. When that is a lie. But these people will be caught up in it. There will be mamas and papas that get deported now because of what they're doing in LA. And they're making the Mexican Americans who are here now look bad. And they're not bad people, but they're going to be grouped in with the bad people. We have to get rid of these criminals. They have to go. If you are a sanctuary city, you need to allow ICE to go and do their job. Find the criminals, the rapists, the murderers, the child herders, the human traffickers. Let ICE do their job, find these people, and get them out of our country. Get them out. You want to fly your Mexican flag around while you burn our American flag? That should just be an automatic ticket out of here. That's how I feel. And I really, really hope that all these people that are protesting, if they are illegal, I hope we get them out of there. And if you're not illegal and you're doing things like this, throwing things at ICE agents, throwing concrete blocks off of overpasses at random cars, if you're doing that, I hope they catch you and I hope they throw you in jail for at least as long as what they did to the January 6th captives. That's what I call them, captives. I hope they throw these agitators more like it. I hope they throw them in jail. They can rot for at least 4 years. They should rot for longer, that's for sure, because the January 6ers sure as heck did. Let's throw them in solitary confinement and watch their brains break, just like they did to Jacob Chansey. I am so sick of leftists being like, oh, look at what they're doing, they're breaking up families. Oh, I didn't see any of this compassion when a grandmother with breast cancer was found guilty of trespassing inside of the People's Building and sentenced to jail for 6 months while going through chemo. Where were these people with their compassion then? They don't mean any of it. I don't even think they know what empathy actually is or what it feels like. These people are sociopathic. They are so nihilistic, sociopathic, and narcissistic. Deluded. And I'm afraid these riots are just going to get worse. But I'll tell you, it's not Trump's fault. They're going to get worse. It's terrible leadership. It's a governor who's ineffectual and is just making his state turn into a laughingstock for all the other states. They're just watching California going, oh, thank God that's not us, as the city's burned down because they got so many DEI hires who don't know what the hell they're doing. Blowing up dams with money that was supposed to be for building dams. Gavin, looking at you. What the heck are you thinking? California is a mess.